What's the most significant error you managed to avoid during your teenage years? Getting pregnant. Cocaine. I heard it's a hell of a drug. Getting arrested. I never got in trouble with the law or kicked out of school. Doing drugs. Was a pale girl in the 90s, did not cook myself in the sun to look more tan. I wasn't smart, just a goth. Also, being a pothead was common in the older generation in my family, so it was neither rebellious or cool. I didn't bother with it until I was over 25. In my case, I think that's a good thing, though I happily smoke it now. Getting anybody pregnant. Never killed anyone. Drugs, drinking, knocking anyone up, crashing the car while speeding. This was the most likely. Drugs. Getting a lame tattoo of Bart Simpson. Dying. Becoming a mean girl. I mean, I had it in me. I felt the pull. It is so strong. It's part of that thing that being a teenager does to your brain, about how the esteem of your peers is the most important thing on earth. It's the breath of life. Having someone to put down, either in private or public, just seems to be part of that. I'm glad I resisted. That I never joined a street gang. I was in the rare percentage of kids from my neighborhood. I knew a guy in high school. We were good friends, bonded over our mutual poverty. Anyways, one day, he asked if I wanna go to Subway. He has a BOVO coupon. Amazing. We kept going after school, every time he got that coupon. One day, he asked if I wanna go. I passed. Did my thing, got home. Next day, people are looking at me. Teachers were looking for me. Cops came to my class and got me. Asked what I was doing, etc., etc. Anyways, he shot 2 people with a shotgun while in a car that night. To this day, true crime podcasts will reach out. I'm too embarrassed to tell them at was to vibe. Nothing alerted me. I never got a gut feeling. I didn't go, because I'm gay, and a girl asked if I wanna come watch a movie, and hell yes I did. I avoided a murder charge or witnessing a murder. My god. Edit, yes that's him, for those who DMD me, and yes it was over under 20, poverty. I took a year of remedial community college courses after high school instead of going straight into a university. I was a horrible student in HS with no ambition or direction. Had I gone directly to university in that state of mind, I have no doubt I'd have flunked out after a semester or two. Being an aimless college dropout carrying a big old debt would have dramatically fucked up the course of my life, and I'm thankful every day I avoided that mistake. I was once invited to a party by a guy who I knew had a girlfriend. I said I couldn't. Turned out that was a good thing. There was a shit ton of alcohol, and as it turned out, that guy had broken up with his girlfriend and wanted another girl. When I refused, he got another instead and ended up raping her. Getting pregnant. Knocking up a chick in high school. Edit. Mother was the reason she had me at 19 and was no holds barred on the talk and supplies. You'll never forget my first serious girlfriend. We walk in. No bullshit, y'all are pretty serious, huh? Are you on birth control? Here are some condoms for each of you. You should wait, but if you don't be idiots. Use protection. Hands us both boxes of condoms. Girl, give these to your friends. It's okay to be a girl and keep condoms with you. Don't fall for that pullout game. He forgot to bring one. Alienating my parents. I was pretty rebellious, but I guess in ways that I either hid from them successfully or they were cool with. I hear my friends talk about their teenage kids these days, and it sounds like hell raising one. There is a lot of damage being done to those relationships. Maybe I was hell too, but my parents certainly didn't show it and wouldn't cop to it later when I pressed them to admit it. Vaping nicotine addiction free. I don't smoke, drink, go drugs, weed. I also hit the gym daily. I grew up in a small town and am gonna go with not staying there. I know some people who never left and settled down to a decent if mundane life, and a few like me who threw caution to the wind and struck out into the wide world and lived a life I never could have imagined back then. Over the holidays I met up with an old friend who stayed. Went out for a bite and a couple beers at the local bar where he always went. Met the other people who never left. He's made a decent life, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I got to hang out backstage with rock stars, jump out of airplanes, drive race cars, and stand atop an ancient pyramid in the middle of a jungle. I'd never have done any of that if I'd stayed in town and settled down with that girl from chemistry class. I wish I made the mistakes I made as an adult as a teenager. It's more socially acceptable to fuck up the younger you are. No smoking, no drugs, no pregnancy.